Welcome, ladies and gentlemen and children. Welcome to
What's that biome?
today's episode.
Wait.
We will be reviewing Tiger. Tiger? You mean the one who had the greatest comeback in 2018? Well, anyways, let's go. We made it, guys. It's pretty hot out here. Well, come on, let's go take a trip. Let me tell you guys about Tiger.
A biome is a large naturally occurring community of flora and fauna occupying a major habitat, a forest, or a tundra. The taiga is a forest of the cold, subarctic region. The subarctic is an area of the northern hemisphere that lies just south of the Arctic Circle. The taiga lies between the tundra to the north and temperate forest to the south.
As you can see, there's a wild black panther. It's hunting. It has sharp claws, and it's very good. And it's very rare species.
Animals that live in taiga mostly consist of mammals. Those mammals living in the taiga include foxes, lynxes, bears, minks, squirrels, rabbits, and while other larger ones include gray wolves and their preys, caribou, reindeers, and mooses. In the winter, in this environment, wolves hunt their herbivore in packs, often dividing themselves into two groups to encircle their prey before attacking them. Sometimes, either groups obsess the herd of prey and the other one creeps up on them. Nevertheless, only the young wounded or other specimens are taken, while adults are spared. During the harsh winters, the majority of these mammals live within the forest, sheltered by the vegetation. The species that do not hibernate have adjusted somehow to move nimbly on snow. Reindeers and moose, for instance, have large and flat hooves on which they distribute their weight better. Similarly, adjusted legs can also be found in Arctic hares, lynxes, and wood grasses. In the taiga biome, there's a vast number of species present in the ecosystem. A lot of species means that the energy in the biome has to travel longer. Starting at the bottom of the food chain and food web is the vegetation. For example, in this food chain would be the web, the grass, berries, and the trees. These organisms are the producers of the food chains. These producers are then eaten by the primary consumers, herbivores, which only eats plants, and some by the omnivores, eats both plants and other animals. The energy travels from the producers to the primary consumers and provides them with the energy they need. The primary consumers are then eaten by the secondary consumers, including the carnivores, which eats meat, omnivores, and herbivores. And then the secondary consumers are then eaten by yet another level of consumers. In this food web, it is shown that the berries are eaten by the porcupine. The energy from the berries travels through the porcupine and is absorbed. Then, the porcupine is eaten by the ermine. The energy from the berries travels through the porcupine and then into the ermine, and is absorbed by the ermine. Then, the ermine is eaten by the great horned owl. When the energy is absorbed by the owl, it has lost a lot of power it has originally had. In the taiga, the food chain is packed full of predator-prey relationships. In order to keep that ecosystem balanced, a number of different species also have to be kept in balance. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in with us on this episode. Hope to see you real soon. Now, back to the studio.
Species.
Oh no, we're back!